in this video, I wanted to talk about the live high, train low aspect and how it's going to play a role, for example, in like Olympic athletes and how that is going to increase performance. And yeah, so whenever we live high, training high is almost impossible due to the amount of force, not the amount of force, because how easily and how quickly we are fatiguing, because again, like I mentioned, that pressure gradient, the atmospheric pressure on the outside, it's going to kind of match, or it's going to be lower than those at sea level. So whenever we breathe in, we decrease the pressure in our lungs. It's not great enough. We have to like forcefully, which ends up leading to fatigue. However, when you do live in a high altitude, for example, for those who are born in places like Colorado and those mountainous areas, they're going to be born with an increased red blood cell count, which allows for more oxygen, oxygen to be loaded onto hemoglobin, which allows for better circulation. That's why when we want to live at high, so that way when we go and train low, we have that increased air resistance. However, we have more oxygen on our hemoglobin. We have more red blood cells. We're able to circulate that blood a lot more quickly. For example, Olympic athletes, people who are doing full body movements that are anaerobic anaerobic, they're going to perform better. I don't know the name of the movement, but it's like those skier people that like completely like jack all their body at once, whatever that is. I don't know. They go all at once. It's a quick, maybe like 3 minutes, not even. They are going to perform best at higher altitudes. So for them, this doesn't really apply. But for people, for example, that are performing in like, I don't know. But for example, let's say those who are like, doing the running, I honestly don't know how far or what they do for running in the Olympics. But for those who are doing the running, they will not be able to perform as well in a higher altitude area because they're going to fatigue a lot quicker. Therefore, everyone wants to train or wants to live high to increase their red blood cell count. And when they train, they want to train at sea level just so that way they have the increased air resistance. They have more air, but now they have more oxygen, more red blood cells. More red blood cells, so more oxygen can load onto those red blood cells and flow throughout their body in order to keep that oxygen flowing.